Hi, I'm Zen. Wow, have you heard about that already? Heard about what? Did you know that the 2024 budget is now the biggest budget ever in the history? Yes, this 2024 budget has seen a total allocation of 393.8 billion worth of allocation, and that's the biggest budget ever in our history. But you may be wondering, hey, if there is such a big allocation, where would the government get all this money? It's definitely from you and my pocket, isn't it? Because we are paying tax and the money definitely comes from our taxes. Now, talking about taxes, did you know that from 2024 March onwards, the government is going to impose a new tax called capital gains tax? That means any company shareholder who disposes of a non-listed company shares would need to pay a 10% capital gains tax on the gain. Well, that means if a company are those that actually deals with buying and selling of shares, they may have to pay a 10% tax for the gain on disposal. Now, if you say, hey, that is relating to business, what about, all other types of taxes? Do you know that even service tax is now affected? Now, you may be relieved thinking that, hey, GST is not introduced this round. Now, don't be so happy because even though GST is not reintroduced, our service tax rate has increased from 6% to 8%. Well, of course, there are two types of services that are not affected, like the food and beverage industry and also the telecommunication. So these are still 6%. But, the service tax scope is also now expanded to include logistic, brokerage, guarantee, and did you know that the next round, if you go to karaoke, you may also have to pay that 8% service tax. Now, you may be saying, wow, now I have to pay even more tax, isn't it? Do you know, as a business, there are more things that you need to take care of because a company may now need to use E-Invoicing. What is E-Invoicing? That means every time when you issue an invoice, you will need to inform the tax authority, the Inland Revenue Board, that you have issued an invoice. And did you know that this E-Invoicing will be implemented next year onwards? Now, initially it was supposed to be starting from the 1st of June 2024 for the first batch of company, but the government now gives another 2 months extension, so the first batch will have to impose this E-Invoicing from 1st August 2024 onwards. Now, you may be thinking, I've been talking about taxes, needing to pay more tax. Isn't there no benefit at all from 2024 budget? Is there any subsidy, any tax incentive, any grants given? Yes, of course, there are a lot of incentives and also grants given to us. But do you want to find out more of this? Now, if you want to know more about what kind of relief, grants, subsidies available, join our webinar titled Navigating Budget 2024, Your Path to Business Success. Yes, this webinar will be held on the 25th of October, and we have 2 different languages for this webinar in both English and Chinese for you to choose. Now, did you know how to register this? Now, usual price to register for this webinar is 288 per pax, but if you are the first 300, it's at no charge. Yes, you heard it right. It's absolutely no charge if you are the first 300. So hurry up, register yourself at the following link and be the first 300 to grab your seat. I'll see you then.